Hello everyone and welcome to today's video, a video that I have been putting off for you know how it is with me and Empties, over a year. It's been over a year since I did my last Empties video. I'm so sorry! But just because I haven't filmed it doesn't mean I haven't been collecting. You all know me. I'm a collector at heart. And also one of the things that I have in my empties here, I guess we'll get on into it. I mean, I've got a wide range of things from hair care to skin care to makeup. I think that's actually the breadth of it. One thing that I've tried out in the past year plus since I did my last empties video, I feel like it's been kind of a more hot topic type of a thing. You know, people are asking, should I switch to an aluminum-free deodorant? That was definitely on my mind, and so I was very happy when Native reached out to me. Thank you for sponsoring this video, by the way. As you all know, I only take sponsorships from companies and brands that allow me to be 100% honest with you guys and give my real opinion on things. I mean, I've used up a whole bar of their deodorant and I am on to the next one, so I really can tell you my real thoughts. I just have been wanting, especially with my skincare, to switch to more clean type of products. And in this case specifically, I mean aluminum free, paraben, and sulfate free. The ingredients are simple. They're ingredients that you know, like coconut oil and shea butter, plus they're vegan and cruelty free. I mean, that's a big one. So as I said, they sent me a few different of their scents that they let me pick out. My favorite of the three for sure is the one that I ended up going through. This is the citrus and herbal musk scent. This is kind of more of a masculine scent, I would say, but I personally love it. It's like a very clean musk with a little hint of citrus. I would say this is more of a herbal musk and citrus rather than citrus and herbal musk, if you get what I'm saying, but either way, it smells delightful. I loved the way that this felt on my skin, on my underarms. Didn't irritate, it's not sticky, it dries quickly. So I mean, heck, even if you want to use this on the go, it's good for that. But they do have a wide range of choices. So they do have, you know, masculine, feminine, unisex, whatever kind of a scent you're looking for, they probably have it. The other two that I chose are more vanilla based scents, one of which, the one that I've started on after finishing the citrus and herbal musk, is this coconut and vanilla. This is definitely for the coconut lovers of the world. But it's like a buttercreamy type of a coconut. So imagine sniffing a cupcake that has buttercream frosting and shaved coconut on top. That's what this one smells like. So far, so good. And then last but not least, the next one I will be trying is the buttercream and French vanilla. This one is gourmand. This is a scent that I usually buy in candles, but I figured if I like it in candle form, why wouldn't I like it in deodorant form? I sure do like sniffing it, and I love that these have a little heart on them. One of those small details that I really enjoy when companies do that. I think the thing that I was most worried about when I was switching to a cleaner deodorant, or aluminum-free deodorant, was I was very scared that I was gonna get stinky throughout the day, because I feel like a lot of people say that. They say that, you know, it only lasts for a few hours, or this, that, the other. I did not find that to be the case with this Native deodorant. It lasted all day on me, even after a full day of moving and grooving. And also, Native does have more to offer. They attend to multiple of your personal care needs. I'm talking body washes and toothpastes to add to your deodorant stash. Treat yourself. Plus, you can feel good shopping with them. Just last year alone, they donated over $2 million. That's a lot of dollars. And a lot of deodorant to a non-profit organization called Hope and Comfort, which helps deliver health and confidence to those in need. I love companies that give back like that personally. Plus, if you live in the US, they do free shipping for you. So if you are interested in trying out Native deodorants yourself, usually 3 of them would be $36. However, not for my viewers. If you use my link and my code down below, code THRIFT, you'll get the 3 deodorants for only $24. Y'all know I love a good deal. That's 33% off. Plus, if you want to use my code for other things other than deodorant, you can use it, code and link, to get 20% off of any toothpaste or body wash. So thank you so much to Native for sponsoring this video and also for providing me with my new favorite cruelty-free, vegan, aluminum-free, good deodorant. By the way, I hope you're strapped in. We've got a lot to go through. So I've got a bunch of different face washes. This is over a year's worth of empty products. I wash my face twice a day, so I do have a few from Paula's Choice. This is one that I still use. I love this one. This is the Resist Perfectly Balanced Foaming Cleanser for normal, oily, and combination skin. I just feel like it really leaves my skin feeling super clean, refreshed, and overall delightful. Hence why I've used so many bottles of that. I also really enjoyed the Skin Balancing Oil Reducing Cleanser for normal oily combo skin. Also definitely left my skin feeling clean. I used this at the end of the night. I used that other one from Paula's Choice in the morning. Why? I don't know. It just feels right. This one is definitely more of a gel cleanser, and the other one was more, or is more of like a cream, I guess. Either way, they both feel great. They make my skin feel great. Have repurchased and will probably continue to repurchase. I only say probably because I just find it so much more convenient to just buy everything at once from Target, which PS you can find Native at Target, but then also you can find these guys. These have been two new ones that I've tried out that I really enjoyed. This Cetaphil Daily Facial Cleanser for normal to oily skin. I really enjoyed this. This was really gentle, definitely left my skin feeling clean, and overall I would definitely recommend it, and I will certainly be buying more of it in the future. Along with this different cleanser, I am so happy. I suppose I can talk about these right now too, even though these are not face washes, but different gel I love and have used since I was a teen. Told this story many times, but back when I had really bad body acne, you know, my mom would schedule me to see a dermatologist because teenage years are hard enough. Then you add severe acne on top of it and it just One of the things you used to need a prescription for was different gel, but no longer for at least a few years now. I feel like they have been selling over the counter. You can get it at places like Target, and I just love different gel to use on my body. I use it mainly on my arms, but sometimes on my chest if my chest is irritated for some reason or another. It sinks in really quickly. It's not sticky or greasy or anything, and I just like it because, for me anyways, it helps to prevent new skin bumps and pimples from forming. And then also, you know, being someone with dermatillomania, it helps to, the only way I can describe it is and this sounds awful, but like it makes pimples easier to pop, so I don't have to like dig into my skin to get them. I can just do a quick little squeeze and they just come out easier. So regardless, when I saw that they started making other things different, one of which being the different cleanser, it's a benzoyl peroxide acne treatment, oil absorbing, moisture releasing, daily deep cleanser for sensitive skin. This stuff is fantastic. This basically I started using once I was done with this one. I use it at night and it really helps to, I feel like, take off all my oils from the day, and overall it's really nice on my skin. It does a good job. This I had gotten at some point from Curology. It was their cleanser, same type of thing as this one where it was like a gel kind of a cleanser, if I'm remembering correctly. I used this a long time ago, but from what I remember it was good. It did a good job and it was good. I just personally, my favorites, or I guess I should say my favorite, has become this one from Different, at least when it comes to nighttime use. And now, speaking of Curology, I don't know why, but I recently put up a poll, you know, like a Ask Me Anything on my community tab on my channel, and I feel like I've been getting this on my videos too, but people seem to think that I've stopped using Curology. I don't know why people had that impression, but here's 7 bottles to prove to you that that is not the case. I use my Curology treatment every single night. Just a pump does me good. It's gentle on my skin. It does exactly what my skin needs because it's an actual dermatologist that will hook you up with the right products in your Curology. It's personalized to you. I'm sure you've all heard of it before. And like I said, I mean, I've been using this for years now. I started using it when I was living in my old apartment. So I've been using it for at least 2 years now since I've lived in this one for a couple years. I just have them on auto refill and I love it. It comes right on time. I would say I go through a bottle every 2 months-ish. And it just hasn't done anything bad for my skin. I would say it's actually done a lot of good for my skin. Hence, I keep buying and keep using it. Oh, did I say 7 bottles? I meant 8. What is life? Ooh, this one is vintage. I noticed one of them didn't have like the Curology symbol on the cap. Filled on 11/18 of 2019. Yes, it's been a while since I've filmed an Empties. Oh, and did I say I only used one of that different? I've actually been through 2 bottles. You know, things just get buried in a year plus of Empties, and I'm actually on my 3rd bottle of it. I do really like this stuff. Just like digging around for moisturizers I've used the past year. I don't know if I just didn't keep moisturizers or something, but I can only see 2 of them in here. That's very strange. But either way, I have a moisturizer from Curology, which I really enjoyed. It was nice and lightweight and all of that. I think it's because I try out so many different moisturizers that I have a hard time going through a whole one. But either way, I also have this Belif the True Cream Moisture Balm. This stuff I feel like is pretty well known, especially here on YouTube, and it's really good. I love its little top hat design, and this stuff really hydrates the skin. It feels so hydrating and cooling and moisturizing. It was really nice. I've been through a few little deluxe samples of it, and I would absolutely buy the full size. It is quite nice. And then more moisture. I've got a couple of eye creams here that I've been through, one of which I really loved. I'd gotten this in a BoxyCharm. This is the Juice Beauty Stem Cellular Anti-Wrinkle Eye Treatment. Really enjoyed this. I mean, I'm pretty sure this even made it into at least near the top of the pyramid in a best and worst of beauty. It's really good. It just feels really nice on the eyes, and I would absolutely buy that on my own. There was also this Context Vitamin C All Day Eye Cream. I don't remember where I got this. If it was probably from a BoxyCharm, but I'm not positive on that. It was okay. I mean, it was good enough for me to use up, but I don't really remember too much about it, which probably means it was just okay. Ah, here's another moisturizer. This is the Curology The Rich Moisturizer. I went through that one. I think the other one was more of like a gel, and this was more like a cream if I'm remembering correctly. They both worked well from what I remember. Also, I've got this DermaDoctor Ain't Misbehaving Medicated Acne Control Serum. This I used on days off of wearing makeup and whatnot, especially if I felt like my skin was really troubled, like around my period or something like that. This stuff is intense. It smells like poison. Like, kind of terrifying. I don't know, maybe it's just got a ton of menthol in it, but it's got salicylic acid and basically helps with acne. I liked it. I would repurchase again. One that I wouldn't purchase again, which might be surprising for some of y'all to hear, is this O'Keeffe's For Healthy Feet. This is the exfoliating moisturizing foot cream. This was basically their foot cream, which is my holy grail foot cream, except it had little beads in it that were supposed to help exfoliate or something. I personally didn't think they exfoliated. They honestly were more annoying than anything because they didn't break down super easily, and so you just have random little lumps all over your feet. Product lumps, not like bodily lumps, but either way, it was okay. I just would never buy that one again. I would just stick with their normal one. I also went through this In Beauty project. In Beauty's the brand. It's the Power Up Dual Phase Setting Mist. This was another BoxyCharm product that I didn't know I was gonna like, but I actually really enjoyed this. I actually think this made it to the top of a pyramid of my best and worst of beauty this past year. It really was nice. It just felt really hydrating. I felt like it helped to set my makeup. I don't know that it helped to make my makeup last longer or anything, but I mean, I liked it enough to use it all up. I I remember really, really liking it and saying that I would definitely purchase it in the future. Got another couple of setting sprays here that I used up, one of which being the Urban Decay All-Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. This is a classic. It works fantastically. Amazing spray to it. Nice and misty and not like you're shooting a water gun onto your face. It's just a really nice, gentle spray, and it really does help set your makeup and help it to last. I've gone through many bottles of that. I also have the e.l.f. Matte Magic Mist and Set, which I thought was okay. I don't think I would ever repurchase this. It was just okay. The spray was okay. The product itself was okay. I don't think it did anything magically matte to my skin, like at all. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it certainly wasn't something, as I said, that I would ever repurchase. I also went through a bottle of Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water. This stuff is awesome. If you're wearing stubborn mascara, like waterproof mascara or whatever, and you need a little extra help after you use a cleansing balm, this micellar water is phenomenal. This is another one where I've been through quite a few bottles of it in my lifetime, and I love it. I also really enjoyed this Fourth Ray Beauty BFD cleansing oil. This really worked a treat at being that extra helping hand at removing my makeup. If my cleansing balm or whatever didn't quite get everything off, this really helped to ensure that I got it off. It didn't irritate my eyes or anything, and overall it was really nice. I mean, it's a random thing that ColourPop sent me with a PR package, and it ended up being something that I actually enjoyed using and that I would certainly recommend to people. Now it looks like we're getting into some hair care. We have got favorite products here. The Aussie Miracle Curls Curl Refresher and the Aussie Instant Freeze Gel 20-Hour Max Hold. I adore these products. I use them, well, I use the gel every time after I get out of the shower to set my curls, and then on second day curls to refresh, I use the Miracle Curl spray. I love the smell of them. They kind of just smell like a fruity, sugary candy, I guess maybe would be the best description. It's really not heavy at all in terms of the scent, but also the product itself is not heavy. I mean, it doesn't leave my hair sticky. It doesn't leave it crunchy. I just feel like it really brings out the curls in my hair very nicely, and I just really like that it's weightless and does a good job. Gone through many bottles of each of those. I do believe it's also the reason why I purchased this Aussie Bounce Back Dry Shampoo, because I like the other products of theirs so much, but I don't remember loving this, like, at all. I feel like it was fine. Like, I was able to use it up, but not something I remembered liking enough to repurchase. I also have a bottle of this Redken Curvaceous Wind-Up Texture Spray that I feel like this I had repurchased after going through a whole bottle of it years ago and loving it, absolutely adoring it. And then I repurchased it, and I feel like they had changed the formula because I didn't like this one, if I'm remembering correctly. I mean, enough to use it up, but not enough to get that little extra bit out. These Miracle Curls are empty. I believe I started buying this after the Redken ones because I needed something new, and I just found a holy grail through that. So yay. A couple of random shampoo products. These were the Sephora birthday gift either last year or the year before, I think, or it was one of the options, but these were the Briogeo Scalp Revival Charcoal and Coconut Oil Micro Exfoliating Shampoo and the Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask. I actually really enjoyed these, hence why I mean, I liked them enough to include in my empties here. I used them all up. The Scalp Revival just felt so good. I would use that like maybe once a week or so, and I just felt like it helped to get any excess crud, you know, product buildup, I guess I should call it, rather than crud. It felt really nice, and I thought it smelled really nice too. And then the deep conditioning mask was also nice. I don't know that I would ever purchase this one. Like I said, it was good and fine, and it definitely worked, but I would actually purchase this Scalp Reviver. I thought it was very nice and pleasant to use. Also, did you like seeing my new Empties setup in action? I'd hauled these bins fairly recently anyways, in a Target haul, but I've got one of my little baby bins where I was able to keep more makeup stuff and tiny stuff so that it wasn't just rolling around in here. Although it got a bit too full, so it did actually end up rolling around. I missed some stuff. This is what happens when you go so long without doing an empties. We have an eye cream that I missed. This was the Cheer Up from Pharmacy, right? Yes, from Pharmacy. I actually really liked this for an eye cream. It was really moisturizing and nourishing feeling. Plus I just liked, I mean, it didn't smell like cherries at all, I don't think. Certainly not that I remember, but just the little cherries and the Cheer Up on there. I just, cheer up, Charlie. Something about that made me smile when I would put that on. I also have this Kiehl's eye concentrate stuff. I feel like I always hear such wonderful things about Kiehl's. I think I've only tried a couple of things from them, but I haven't been like super impressed, if I'm being completely honest. This was the Kiehl's Powerful Strength Line Reducing and Dark Circle Diminishing Vitamin C Eye Serum. I saw no improvement to my dark circles after using this all the way up. I mean, it felt fine, but it was kind of silicone-y feeling, so it just kind of felt like it sat on top of the skin, and I mean, I'm certainly not tempted to buy one of those. I've also got a couple little baby samples of the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray that I went through after my bottle was all used up. Like I said, I really do enjoy that stuff. I'm so confused. Found it. It fell. I was gonna say, I know I have another cuticle oil here, but I've got some nail stuff, hand and nail stuff. I've got the Josie Maran 100% Pure Argan Oil, little mini size, my favorite cuticle oil ever. I also have the Ordinary's 100% organic cold pressed Moroccan oil, which is supposed to be a cheap dupe. I personally didn't feel like it was the same. It worked fine. Something about the Josie Maran one is extra luxe feeling. It just feels more substantial of an oil, and it does good things for my cuticles. I love it and do think it is worth the extra money if you really enjoy cuticle care and that sort of a thing. Anyways, I apply it before bed every night, and it's a darn treat. It's definitely one of my favorite parts of my nighttime routine, as well as putting on hand cream. I know I've gone through other hand creams. I don't know why I didn't throw them in my empties, but this one has been my most recent rediscovery love. This Florena hand concentrate with shea butter and argan oil in it. It's natural, no silicones or anything. This stuff is delightful. It is so inexpensive. I get it off of Amazon because I don't think they sell this in stores. I mean, the bottle is in German. I think they sell this in Germany. I would assume, based on the German language and everything, but it really does everything that it says. It's hyper moisturizing, feels absolutely dreamy creamy on the skin, sinks in quickly. The smell is divine to me. Something about it is just perfection for a hand cream. I don't know that I can really describe it. It's one of those kind of scents, but it just smells really clean and fresh and rich, like luxurious. It's so nice. And for so cheap, I feel like a little bottle of that is, I mean, I guess I don't know what people think cheap and uncheap is for a hand cream, but isn't this like $5 or something, $4 or $5? Worth it, in my opinion. And then I've got some nail base and top coats. I've got my favorite base coat from Zoya, Anchor Base Coat. I guess I've found some other ones that have become favorites, but this is the one I always fall back on. I can't even tell you how many bottles of it I've gone through. It really does help my nail polish to last. It makes my nails feel nourished, and I just really enjoy it. I've also got a couple of bottles of the Live Love Polish Top Coat. Quick dry top coat. I really enjoy Live Love Polish's nail polishes. They last so freaking well, and so I was like, well, that means they probably make a great top coat, and they make a good top coat. I wouldn't say it's great, but I do like it. I mean, I love that it's vegan and cruelty free, and it did fine on my nails. I don't know why I purchased 2 bottles, but I did. I mean, they're good enough to go through, but I don't know that I'd ever buy their top coat again. I've been going through and using their base coat though, and I would say that their base coat is a close second place to the Zoya Anchor. Ooh, are you guys still with me? Hang in there. I've got a bunch of lip balms to tell you about, and for those of you that say you actually went through yes, I go through a lot of lip balms, actually. This was one from Crazy Rumors that I had gotten from iHerb. I hadn't heard of the brand until I started working with iHerb years ago, and tried them out. These Crazy Rumors are very good. Usually Crazy Rumors are bad, but in lip balm form, they're great. They've got a bunch of different fun scents and whatnot, and they do a really great job at moisturizing the lips. I have a chapstick, cake batter, excuse me. I mean, it smells like cake batter. It's all used up. It's chapstick, like it works. It's not like my favorite, but it smells good and it works, so there you go. One that is a favorite of mine is the Sierra Bees. This is another one that I found out about through iHerb. The mint one is definitely my favorite, but these are, you know, all organic and all of that. They're also really inexpensive. I feel like a tube is like maybe $1 or $2, and it just works a darn treat. It's really, really nourishing and nice on the lips. But arguably one of my favorite lip balm formulas, definitely the Fresh Sugar. This one was one of the advanced therapies, just minis. This is one of those ones that's good enough where I scrape it out of there. I use every last freaking drop of it. It's just luxe. It's so, so good on the lips. And then when it comes to top coat lip balms, so like thick, nice ones, I also had a couple of deluxe samples of the Fresh Sugar Caramel Hydrating Lip Balm. Oh, these are divine. These smell and feel so good. I mean, you want like a sweet, sugary, caramel scented thing for your lips that's really nourishing and hydrating and plush. These will be nice for you. I've also got the Too Faced Hangover Pillow Balm Lip Treatment, which I remember being good, but not great. I feel like it was better than what I thought it was gonna be. I don't know. I feel like this got used up by me quite a while back. I did talk about it in a Best and Worst of Beauty, didn't I? It was okay. I wouldn't ever repurchase it, I don't think. Not that I remember anyways. Someone's gonna dig that video up and they're gonna be like, Cassie, you said that was your favorite in the whole world. I hope I didn't say that because I don't remember that being the truth, but either way, I have got one Rest in Peace Bite Agave lip mask before they changed up the formula. There's not a chat on this video. There's comments, but not a chat. But can we please, in the made-up chat, get some Fs for this? This was the best. The absolute freaking best overnight lip treatment. It was phenomenal. I still cry about it in my brain. About how they changed the formula. Now they've got the Agave Plus nighttime lip therapy that, like, I'm glad that it's vegan now, but it doesn't work as well. It works fine. I just loved how stiff the original one was because it made it so that it really lasted on the lips overnight. This was much smoother and creamier, and so it didn't last as long. It was easier to apply, but it didn't last as long. I mean, I've been through 2 tubs of these. Like, I clearly like it enough. I just would prefer the old one. Personally. And now we get into the Did something just make a noise? Spooky. I went through a perfume. This is the Versace Bright Crystal that I had gotten from Scentbird. I love this perfume. I've been using it for years and years and years. It is such a stereotypical scent. Like, it smells so generic. So generic, but I really like it, especially during the summer, heck, even in the winter. It's just good. It's just really bright and fresh and clear and clean. It's like a sparkling citrus, white floral. I mean, those are basically my favorite perfumes of all time, but like very, very light on the white floral tone to it. It's more of that bright, sparkling citrus. I mean, what would you imagine a bright crystal to smell like? I feel like they did a darn good job in naming that perfume. What does it smell like, Cassie? It smells like a bright crystal. Yep, I'm sticking to it. But in terms of makeup that I've used up, it's mostly mascaras, but I did go through a powder. This was the Pretty Vulgar, the Powder Room Matte About It powder. I really liked this powder, honestly. I liked the poof that it came with. I liked pushing it into my skin. I don't know that I would call it matte. I mean, maybe initially. It certainly didn't keep me matte throughout the day, but I did feel like it helped to set my makeup and make it last longer for sure. I think that had come in a BoxyCharm, but I would certainly purchase repurchase it again, or for real, I don't know how you would say that. Got a bottle of my most favoritist face primer, the Guerlain Beautiful Balls Meteorites base. Y'all know how much I love this primer. It's an illuminating mattifying primer, and it just does so well at making my makeup stick and last on my face, I think, personally. I've been through many bottles of that. I've also got this Benefit Roller Liner eyeliner that I went through. I felt like this dried up pretty quickly, and I didn't hate the felt tip. I just prefer a brush tip. But that being said, this still did work very nicely. Looks like it's still got a little juice left in there, but was able to get a really nice fine flick out of it. I think the thing that I didn't like the most was that, you know, since it's not a brush tip, you can't really shake it, and so it would kind of like dry up when you were using it, and then you'd have to leave it to sit, to wait to have some of the ink drip back down. And yeah, I mean, overall, it was okay. I used it up, it worked well. I just have others that I prefer. And then for my brows, I've got this L'Oreal Brow Stylist Shape and Fill. This was a pencil in the shade Brunette. It was really nice. I really enjoyed this. I actually think I've been through a couple of these, and I really liked it. I mean, it's a brow pencil with a spoolie. It worked great. It was soft, but stiff enough where it didn't just like crumble and melt into your brows. I thought it looked natural. It lasted all day. Really, really liked it. I have also got this Kaja. It was in the shade Soft Brown. Oh, it's the Brow Blowout. Cassie can read once she finds the text. I did like this brow setting product from Kaja. I liked it more as it got older. It does have like fibers in it or whatever, so it does not only help to tint your brows, but also to kind of fill them in. I just thought when it started off, it was so wet. It was way too wet for my liking, and also it's super heavily scented. Now granted, it smells like a nice shampoo, but like I don't need that in my brow product. So I wouldn't personally ever repurchase it, but I was able to go through it and enjoy it for what it was. Now, last but not least, the mascaras that I have been through. Woohoo! I've been through one tube of the Wander Beauty Mile High Club Volume and Length Mascara. This is an absolute favorite of mine. It works fantastically on it works on both sets of my lashes, top and bottom, but I prefer this on my lower lashes. It just looks so natural, but emphasized and beautiful. It lasts all day, doesn't smudge on me, which is a huge requirement of mine because I have oily skin. Mascaras will smudge otherwise, but even though this isn't waterproof, it doesn't flake, doesn't smudge, lasts all day, easy to remove. Fabulous. I've been through at least 2 bottles of this. I'm pretty sure I'm actually on my 3rd one, but really, really love this and will keep repurchasing. I went through the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. This one I really, really liked as a layering mascara for my top lashes. From what I remember, it was super duper wet though, so I liked using this and then using a drier mascara with a different wand to really like brush out the clumps and stuff. But overall, I really liked it. It worked really well. It really defined and lengthened, and I think I've been through a couple of these, didn't I? Maybe I got the deluxe sample and then I liked that enough to buy the full sample, something like that. I mean, either way, I really do remember liking it. It's L'Oreal Bambi Eye Mascara in the waterproof. The only reason I used this up was because it was in waterproof. So on the rare days where I knew I would be crying that day, if I was feeling emotional or something, or I knew I was going to watch a sad movie, I don't know, whatever the case is, but more specifically on all the days where my eyes are like extra watery, I would use this purely because it's waterproof, and I didn't have any other waterproof mascaras because I hate removing waterproof mascara, even though I really do need it to last very well on me and my watery eyes. That one, it was just okay at making my lashes look good. It didn't make them look bad, but I didn't think it did anything great. The CoverGirl Supersizer Waterproof Mascara. I don't know that they make this anymore. I never see this in stores, and that saddens me because this was my holy grail for so many years. This waterproof one, it was phenomenal. I loved using this. I would use any mascara, you know, like the IT Superhero, and then I would put this on top of it, because not only did it help to make any other mascara look phenomenal, you know, even like a mediocre one, you put this on top, makes mediocre phenomenal. It just completely transformed it. I loved this stuff. It was so good. It was so waterproof, but it wasn't like horrendous to take off at the end of the night. It certainly had to work a bit, but like it wasn't painful to remove, and I really loved it. It's been a while since it's been in my collection here, but then last but not least, we've got this Marc Jacobs Adlashed. You guys know I love a good pun. This was the Lifting and Volumizing Mascara, deluxe sample from Sephora. This was okay. It worked well enough on my lashes, but I felt like it flaked and smudged throughout the day, so I wouldn't ever buy the full size. And then we have this Stila Magnum XXX mascara. This was an absolute favorite of mine. One of those mascaras that I had zero expectations going into trying out that deluxe sample, and then I tried it and I loved it. It was so good. It was, from what I remember, it was more of one of the largest bees I've ever seen in my life. That thing was like the size of a $50 coin. That's terrifying. Anyways, the Stila mascara, I really liked this, and I would absolutely buy a full size of it. It was phenomenal. It made my lashes look so good. I was sad when that ran out, which means it was worth repurchasing. Ta-da! Empties! Yay! We did it! We did it! I refuse to go another year without doing an Empties. Please bother me. Please tell me. Cassie, I don't care if you want to or not. Just film the freaking Empties video so it's not 8 hours long again. Please, I need to. I feel like I will get like a handful of stuff of Empties and I'm like, that's not enough to constitute a video. False! It's plenty. Because clearly, if you multiply that handful by like 6, it's too much. It's too much. But I hope you guys enjoyed anyways, and I hope you got some good product recommendations. Thank you very much to the sponsor of the video, Native. Code, my discount, my link, all of that is down in the description below, so please check them out if you want to support my channel, and if you want to try out a good, clean, cruelty-free deodorant. I personally have really enjoyed them. And yeah, that's about that. You can let me know down below any of these products that I talked about. Do you feel the same or differently as me? Please, I love hearing from you all in those comments down below, be it about that or just about life in general. Tell me how you're doing. You can also let me know if you enjoyed the video, found it helpful somehow, whatever the case may be, by giving it a thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it. And if you're new here, hey, hi, hello, how are you? You can go ahead and subscribe. You can tippity tap the notification bell down below and become a member of my casserole family here on my channel. I'd love to have you here. And as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, just stay well until then. Bye!